Mic check, 1, 2, the vote to Michael. The Red Hot Chilies. Just waking up, people, so don't mind me if I enjoy a warm cup of coffee. It's quite warm today here. Quite warm in this room in particular. But let's enjoy ourselves, yes. Let's ramp up the energy a little bit. Come on now. Come on now. Round of applause, people. We got 17 tunes. Blood, sugar, I'm already stumbling and bumbling. We got blood, sugar, blood, sugar, sex, magic coming up. Disgraceful album cover, may I say. Terrible album cover. I'm expecting some good music. I'm a bit sort of hit and miss with the Red Hot Chilies, because we were listening to the Chilies and we got to Freaky Styley, which by the way had like a real good tune on it. It was a cover actually of a, who is it, Sly and the Family Stone, and the cover, like the production of it, the sound of that cover, actually I preferred it to the original, which is, you know, a great compliment. And I listened to that poster album a few times, but I didn't actually listen all the way to the end of that album, because doing so, we came across Catholic Schoolgirls Rock, and then I started going on a dive about Anthony and the fact that he basically is a nonce. Like, the guy is a bit of a nonce, and that put me off for a moment. Now, to which extent of the information I came across, like to what degree of knowledge I sort of came across, it was a while back now, so I can't really tell you exactly, but it was enough for me to say, nah, fuck this, I'm not in support of this no more. So anyway, we'll see if by chance we come across some commentary in the comment section that relates to that style of stuff. It's probably going to be a 50-50. If we get talking about it again, it'd be quite interesting, let's be fair. But we're going to go in here, fresh slate. I do like the Chili Peppers. I think they're a great sounding band. I think they're very talented. I've never listened to this album. Probably a couple of tunes that I'm aware of. I think The Power of Equality I've heard before. I don't know where, but I think I have done. What else have we got? Give It Away, Under the Bridge. Okay, let's jump in. The Power of Equality. You know what? I in my head, I was thinking it was going like, I've got the real hook in my head now, so I don't know how I can redefine it to what I thought it went like before. Fuck it. It was the melody of another like stadium rocking song, and it had the riff as well, and it was definitely not the Chili's. It might have been flipping Warrant or something. How's that for a bass line, Noah? Let's go. I came across a thread the other day about Courtney Love. Now, I'm not going to derail this into a Kurt Cobain thing, but the Red Hot Chili Peppers were actually referenced in this. And, you know, as far as the Courtney Love killing Kurt Cobain thing allegedly is like pretty grounded in supporting information, I came across some other stuff that I was unaware of. And what was it? It was someone started to actually reference the lyrical content of Hole, referencing demonology and stuff like that. And somebody was arguing because people say, well, how did she get away with it if she allegedly did it? How did she get away with it? And people started talking about magical stuff. People started talking about the occult. And actually, this is what I say. This is something I didn't know about. She made a threat to kill someone else. Was it the boyfriend of her daughter? There was a threat to kill somebody else that she had made. And now, don't get me wrong, I don't know the detail by detail thing because, in all honesty, there's more, you know, pressing information for me to garner. And, you know, that whole situation, it's just like, well, if it's clear enough, it's clear enough. She's always going to get away with it. Like, it's a money-making ploy. And in all honesty, the fact that Grohl got off and just became this super, like, powerhouse rock star is questionable in itself, but he's a nice guy, right? Do you know what I mean? Like, I think it's all a bit odd, really. But yeah, fascinating stuff. Fascinating stuff. Let's continue onwards. Some bassline on this, huh? Some bass frequency, yeah? What? And then it just jumps into the next. Yeah, orange top, curly hair. Are you hitting it? You giving it a go? Are you giving it a go? Deliveroo just hires illegal immigrants. Deliveroo over here are getting sued. It's not going to go nowhere because they're importing a load of illegal, undocumented immigrants, putting them up in hotels, right? Some of them are actually military. They're saying that Afghan military is coming here. So there's going to be like some crazy planned false flag that's going to happen over here in England very soon. You best believe it, right? As part of the ploy to, you know, governize the world, to globalize the world. It's all part of the ploy. And Deliveroo have been gripped by sending drivers out with false identification who aren't even documented on English soil. Can you believe it? For rent of the hotels. And then you think, well, what good would that be for the government? Well, if I was the government and my friend owns these hotels and I can promise I can get him all these rooms filled. Just see, follow the money, my people. Who owns the politicians? I don't know. You tell me. If You Have to Ask is coming up next. I feel like this is going to flow in from the power of equality, right? And whilst I'm on there with the Deliveroo thing, because I know you all enjoy a little bit of fast food and whatnot, my brother, if you've got children or if you've got anything of value, why are you inviting strangers to your front door who can have a peer in through your window, who has a friend who doesn't work for Deliveroo, who might like breaking into stuff? Come on now. Come on. You might not have a poverty mindset like me, but ain't that the truth? If You Have to Ask is track number 2. Let's keep things moving, yes? There's Rocksteady King of the Pit TV signing in. Conspiracizing a little bit, alright? It's been a moment since I last recorded, so we are back on the old tinfoil hat. I want to start a podcast with a good friend of mine where I discuss, where we go on a deep dive of particular theories and ideas and potential realities, but then you think to yourself, when you're on target, you attract negative attention, and that attention you might not necessarily want. Are you ready to invite that into your life? And so, when you shed a lot of light, you bring a lot of darkness, right? The power of duality. The power of duality. If you have to ask, it's track number 2. My coffee's kicking in. I'm gonna get another one after this. Come on. Shout out to Michael who recommended this on the Patreon. I'm going to give you money's worth, Mikey, mate. Don't you worry about it. I thought he said, I want to be gay. I want to be gay. I want to be gangster, thinking he's a wise guy, robbing at the bank. He's a sock him in the eye guy. Tank head. Let me tell you something, though. Obviously, the music is influenced by what's music. It's influenced by, you could argue, like 70s funk and disco music, or at least forms the basis. Bruh, power of equality, and now we're jumping into track number 2. He's talking about race again. Do you know what I mean? I don't like to amplify and concentrate on race, because although you think showing attention to it is going to create unity, if anything, it just differentiates and divides us even more, my people. But I guess that's tribalism. But between you and me, if I knew a white guy who fronted a black sounding band and he kept talking about race, like in some sort of virtue signaling way, I would think to myself, what skeletons have you got in your closet, mate? What skeletons have you got in your closet to be so overt about how good and harmonizing an individual you are? Are you a nonce? Back in the gym, can you tell? Might have to get on that test. Get on that test and that Anavar, Don't ask me why I'm flying so high. Mr. Bubble meat, super fly in my third eye. Searching for a soul bride. She's my freak ass. Soak it up inside, deeper than a secret. Much more than meets the eye. To the funk, I fall into my new ride. My head. Put some respect on the panning. All I might say is my left ear likes that guitar. Put some respect on the panning there. The red pillar. The red pillar. Fascinating. It's a red pillar. Boaz and Joking. Definitely one of my picks for greatest albums of all time. Sometimes magic is made in the studio during an album, and this is as good as it gets. Anthony is a beast when it comes to rhyming and flowing. RHCP definitely are slept on when it comes to lyrical content. Okay, fascinating, because as far as branding is concerned, I would say the nonsensical stuff is what promotes the lyrical side of things more so than the actual sensical stuff. And somebody comments saying they are slept because Anthony sometimes goes overboard too, and people dislike him in general. But yeah, I think the overboard thing, it does highlights the lyrical content more so than his actual well composed content. ahead of its time, says Deicide Jones. I disagree. I mean, maybe the rapping element. There is a parallel between the Red Hot Chilies and Rage Against the Machine in their own way. Do you not think? You can't disagree with that. You can't I'm not allowing you to disagree. Right. Anything else? Anything else? I got drunk the other night, right? And I watched some guy streaming World of Warcraft for like 3 hours straight. I used to play World of Warcraft, and apparently they've done like... this might be a thing in the past now, for those in the know, but they've done like a hardcore mode where you can't die or something, and that's pretty sick. That's pretty sick. I wouldn't have gone very far on that. Right, cool. Not much more value in the comments section. Someone says, obviously, the peak of the Peppers. Probably one of the only albums you'll play start to finish. Nevermind and Bleach too. Nevermind, yes. In Utero, yes. Bleach, I don't think Bleach was that good. Acquired taste, I think, Bleach. Very good. Very good. Is this an album that flows from track to track? I had enough little bit of ramble on that. We got Breaking the Girl coming up next. There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV signing in. Track number 3 on Blood, Sugar, Sex Magic is Breaking the Girl. Comes with a music video. We don't care too much for the music videos, but I'm sure there's going to be some good comments in the comment section on this one. I don't know if I know this one, even though it's like a 24 million view song. We're not going to look at the top comments on this. We're going to jump straight to the newest first. I need to find the controversy. There's got to be some. Charles McCauley says, Yuck AF. General Christ says, I love the Chilies, but I heard Cadus refer to the wealthy as the other half. To me, such blindness can only emerge from being surrounded by the wealthy. In other words, you are out of touch. Please refer back to the lyrics you wrote on this incredible album and get your true voice back. Okay. Yeah, you know what? Not as much going on as I thought. Not as much going. That's crazy. Mike says fave CP, so that's crazy. The abbreviation to CP, Chili Peppers, that's crazy. Reminds me of when I lost my virginity. This happened to be playing on the radio when I lost it to my friend's older brother who was 20 and I 15. One reply. Couple of emojis. Well, this album's been really good so far. Let's jump in. We're taking our time with this record tonight, people. Apparently it's on Beavis and Butthead. Beavis and Butthead. Let me hurt your feeling. Beavis and Butthead, I know it was intentionally annoying, but just so annoying I didn't want to watch that shit. Anytime I seen some reference, you know what I mean, all the it's just fucking annoying, man. This song was referenced in a brief documentary I watched, or like an online essay. I want to find out what this song's about. That's why I was searching through the comment section. I'll be with you in 1 second. So, the internet has told me that it's in regards to breaking up post a tumultuous relationship. I don't like the use of the word breaking. Do you know breaking in pimpology is to turn a girl out? It's to put a girl who lives a normal life, might be a bit vulnerable, and put her on the streets to sell her punani to Johns. Did you not know that? Breaking the girl. It also means to break yourself, right? Give me the money, bitch. Give me the money, ho. Break yourself, ho. More so the giving of the money than the turning out, but, you know, each to their own. These dudes need to get back to the funk. Get back to the toe tappers. John Frusciante was only 20 to 21 years old when he wrote the chords for this song. Think about that for a second. Let me give some respect to the musicians across the world. If you yourself want to pick up a guitar and you've never played guitar before, just placing your fingers in random positions and strumming, you're going to find something which is not only unique, but sounds special to you and might sound special to other people. Don't celebrate these musicians. don't celebrate them. They are just people who have spent a lot of time playing guitar, and it's all subjective. Like the idea of him being a superhuman because he wrote chords for a song, it's really not impressive. But Traftery says it's only one chord, as to which he's been corrected. You're wrong, sir. Kirk Hammett was 16 when he wrote the main riff in Creeping Death. The thing is with this music shit is it's all luck and chance anyway, and then the rest is marketing. Like, you can write the most basic riff of all time. You can write the same 3 chords Ed Sheeran has done in his song, and given that the label is promoting you and marketing you with the right brand and the imagery, and the studio has produced you in the right manner, there you go. It's really not as basic, and is as basic as the music. It's about influencing the people to believe that they like you, right? There's a psychological process when it comes to mainstream music, right? Someone said it's only in A major shape, moving up 2 frets. John is an incredible guitar player, but this one is not technically complex. So, of course, it sounds like I was hating when I came into this. I do think John Frusciante, if that's how you pronounce his name, I think he is really good. I do think he is really good. But I don't believe... I've spent enough time around musicians to just tell you, you know, don't ever be impressed by what they do. No one is more valuable than yourself, my friend. Has anybody seen, like, little kids, like, play an instrument really well? Truth be told, it tends to be a Chinese kid who could just shred on the guitar or something like that. There's some really, really, really good young musicians and artists out there. But it comes to a point where it actually detracts from the performance and the music because it's just novelty. It's like less of what's being performed and more so of that's a young person playing that, wow, and it becomes more so of an identity concentration than an actual concentration on the piece or the art form. So I think yeah, I don't really care for young people playing good stuff. If anything, I don't take it serious. I'm a bitter old man. Like, if I go to an event and I see an act performing and they're like significantly younger than me, I'm just like, what the fuck have they got to say that appeals to me? I got too many bills to be paying, bro. You know what I mean? I got bills to be paying. I got the women around me are on a body clock right now. Do I have kids? I got serious fucking shit to consider, right? I might die tomorrow. I'm 70 years old. And you're here with your indie band talking about your cat, bro. We got Funky Monks coming up next, yeah? That tune, Breaking the Girl, it wasn't that good. It was a filler. It was a bridge. It wasn't the Funky Monk I crave to exist in this next tune. Let's keep going, yeah? There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV, Blood, Sugar, Sex, Magik. Magik spelt with a K, not with a C and a K. Pay attention, not with a C. Magik spelt with a K. What does that mean, I wonder? If it was a C and a K, it would be like the Aleister Crowley variation of the Magics. Funky Monks, devoted to Michael via the Patreon. Let's jump in. That was the same intro note as Seven Nation Army. Da, 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 da. We haven't done the White Stripes on this channel. I've never really checked them out. Let's go. Little blues here. Cheese Waffle says, it's been a couple of months and I still can't get that goddamn drum beat just right. Cheese Waffles, mate, we're here to listen to the Red Hot Chili Peppers, not read your flipping diary of how you play. I'm going to give you a dislike. Goodbye. We're hating today, people. We're hating. I'm going to get another coffee after this. Daffy says, thank you, Rick Rubin. So Rubin was sprinkling a little bit of his own magic upon this recording, eh? One reply. Lots of people need to read that comment. Yeah, the band on this is amazing, but Rubin made it sick. I don't like to give too much props to producers, in all honesty, because the artist doesn't get enough sort of credit as far as the business is concerned. As it is, they get the fame, they get the attention, but you know, they end up getting screwed by the producer, by the sound engineer, by the label. But Rubin's an interesting character. I care so little for him that I've not really bothered looking into who he is or what he does. But you see him reoccur on albums like Slayer's Rain in Blood, Beastie Boys. He was involved with Def Jam, right? Aside Leo Cohen and... who's the other fella? I don't know. But Rubin is a person people got stories of. Jay-Z have told some interesting stories about Rick Rubin. And as much as I would like to say he just goes in the studio and does fuck all and gets credited for it, he has been involved with some amazing records. So, as much as I would like to hate, I have to appreciate on this one. That's the way it has to be. I mean, if you aided in Rain in Blood, I can't complain. I can't complain. But I think anybody who is like in some pedestalization position within mainstream music business, there's an evil undercurrent to all of that to me. Not saying he's evil, but that position, you know, you're dealing with some dodgy people. Do you think that Epstein shit doesn't happen in the music industry? Come on now. Come on now. Later on in this album, we've got Under the Bridge. I'm sure if you've heard of Red Hot Chilies, you've heard of Under the Bridge. I really liked that one when I was a teenager. I listened to that song probably the most out of all of the Chili Peppers numbers. Oh, what an emotional young man. Complicated song to play. Complicated song. On the guitar, at least. Does anybody know what language this is in the comments section? What language is that? What is that? That's not Arabic, is it? Arabic. Fatty, you really don't understand what you're saying. You're an adult, a VIP politician. We're just in Thailand. How can he do whatever he wants? It's not his country. What is that, Thai? What the F? I love ladyboys from Thailand. Yo, you know what? Thailand has established a reputation purely based upon ladyboys. You can't have a conversation about Thailand without somebody referencing the ladyboys. That's crazy. Are the ladyboys even that prominent in Thailand? It's madness. All of these older white fellas from here, they get sick and they just go off Thailand, places like that. See them walking down on videos like Thailand High Street and stuff. Pretty young girl in his arms, and then all of these women are hating. Sad old man, blah blah blah. Hey, my man's living his life. My man understands and appreciates his value, and he thought, fuck this. We're gonna go splash some cash. Get a nice little ting-a-ling. No pun intended. Anybody seen Little Britain? Ting Tong. That was projection, by the way. That's me. I'm actually going to go to Thailand and have a harem of 5 ladyboys who, you know, do my bidding for me. All right. Hopefully, none of them poison me. Let's go now. That's a funky little bass line, that, isn't it? That's a noodle and a half. This album has been based upon the bass line. Bass line completely wipes away any, you know, value of that guitar. Who cares about the guitar? Who cares? Give me the rhythm section. Give me the drum and the bass. We don't need the guitar on this record. We got Suck My Kiss coming up next, alright? Yes, now bless now. There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV. Listening to Blood, Sugar, Sex Magic by the Red Hot Chilies. I mean, we're 40 minutes into this recording. We're only on track 5. We're jamming out, alright? Suck My Kiss is a terrible title for a song. These dudes have got a great way of just creating greatness in some of the worst sort of packaged aesthetics of all time. Suck My Kiss, terrible title. Breaking the Girl, terrible title. The album cover of Blood, Sugar, Sex Magic, terrible. What else am I going to hate on? I mean, I got a tune called Sir Psycho Sexy. It's debatable. It's not as bad as Suck My Kiss, alright? I don't know if I know this one. I would be surprised if I've not heard this. Let's jump in. This title listen goes out to my friend Michael, who recommended us on the Patreon. Let's flip and go. Well, I'm sailing. Oh, yeah. These dudes are Rage Against the Machine, basically. Bro, Short's remixing this video. It's just guns and guys like training. Just henched up dudes. And we've got the Red Hot Chilies performing in 2 days. I'll see you there at the Innsbruck After Hours, Glen Allen, VA. Alright, I'll see you then. I'll go to the Virginia Beach show as well. I'll see you there, people. I almost brought my bass guitar when learning to play this. Great song. Blood, Sugar, Sex Magic is one of the best albums of all time. Every song is a damn masterpiece. Gotta love Rick Rubin. Music fans, I ask you a question. Is it worthwhile crediting the producer as if it's their project, even though they have not composed the material? I asked that in a genuine manner. Let's have a look at the replies here. Always love songs produced by Rick Rubin, whether it's rap or rock. He produced some classics. Someone says this is the greatest album of all time. Someone says Rick Rubin literally does nothing, which isn't the first time I've heard that. It's not the first time. Jay-Z's got a story where he was recording in the studio. Rick Rubin was present and he was just downstairs like doing yoga. Someone debates with it being the best album with Power Age, which I can agree with. I'm not going to put this record down yet. We've not heard it in its entirety. It's been a good record so far, but AC/DC's Power Age is a fucking sick record. That's my favourite AC/DC record that we've come across so far. Most definitely. Shart says, so incredible how Rubin single-handedly invented / created the sounds for millions of decades. What you on about? That's nonsense. And yeah, another person saying Rick Rubin doesn't do anything lol. I think it's the same person who said that. Oh no, it's different person. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Is she talking dirty? Give to me sweet sacred bliss. Your mouth was made to suck my kiss. Like a man can't see, all I really wanna be is free from a world that hurts me. I need relief. Do you want my girl to be your thief? Oh baby, just for you, I'll steal anything that you want me to. Kissing, chicken chicken D, do me like a banshee. Low brow is how, swimming in the sound of bow wow wow. Oh baby, do me now, do me here, I do it loud.
Anemio says, best song about cocksucking ever.
Hit me, you can't hurt me. Suck my kiss. Kiss me, please don't hurt me. Stick with this. Is she gonna concede? Give to me sweet sacred bliss. That mouth was made to. Should I been, could I been, would I been dead if I didn't get the message going to my head? I am what I am. Most months don't give a damn. Oh, baby, think you can be my girl, I'll be your man. Someone for the phone, do my tell her well done. Little boy pig coming from my stun gun. Beware, take care. Most motherfuckers never go that stare. Oh, baby, please be there. Suck my kiss, cook me my shit. Hit me, you can't hurt me. Suck my kiss. Kiss me, people love me. Stick with this. Is she talking dirty? Give to me sweet sacred bliss. That mouth was made to suck my kiss.
Bit of a dry tune, I'm not gonna lie to you. I think the music videos, the singles they've done on this are like contrary to what I want from the band. It was better than Breaking the Girl, but you know, they reel it down a little bit. Make a little bit more of a pop song out of it, make a little bit more of a hook out of it, make a little bit more of a simple sing-along tune as opposed to the noodling. I actually appreciate from the band. I like the bass line going for a noodle. I like the more jam-esque elements of the band. Each to their own, because on most bands I'd say I like a chorus, get to the chorus, or I want a pop song. So it depends on the band's general vibe, but I think this band operates very well when it comes to the jam-esque elements, and this was a little too, yeah, just straightforward for me. I could have lied. Coming up next. Yes, now, there's Rocksteady King of the Pit TV signing in. We are talking strictly misinformation on this listen through, alright? We're getting the tinfoil hats on. We're spreading untruths. And we are moving on to track numero 6 of the Red Hot Chili Peppers, Blood Sugar Sexual Magic, okay? There is power in the word. Well, I was going to say, did you know, but there's some things I can't say. It was going to be musical related, secret society related, but there's particular groups local that I shouldn't talk about. I Could Have Lied is track number 6 of 17. This entire listen through goes out to my good friend Michael, who recommended this on the Patreon. Let's go. It was in relevance to sex magic, what I was going to discuss, as it is a very real thing.
Starship bears a cut me. I don't care. You see, so what if I bleed?
Come on now. Some bass presence on this record, eh?
A mountain never seemed to have the need to speak. A look that shares so many seas. The sweetest feeling I got from you, the things I said to you were true. I can never change you what I feel. My face will never show what is not real. Could've lied, I'm such a fool. My eyes can never, never, never keep their cool. Showed her and I told her how she struck me, but I'm fucked up now.
Elizabeth says the guitar in this song is great, one of the most underplayed songs by RHCP. You know what? I can see why it's one of the most underplayed. It doesn't have the pizzazz that other Red Hot Chili Peppers tunes does. And I know they can go a bit solemn at times, they can go a little acoustified, they can go a little Songwriter-esque, but this doesn't fulfill, as of so far in the song, it does not fulfill the criteria necessary to be a great Red Hot Chili Peppers song. Because when they go into their songwriting mode, when they go into their clean guitar mode, when they go into their back to basics mode, they've got a high ceiling. They can hit out of the park with a fantastic number. Someone says this song is about Sinead O'Connor dumping him at the time, believe it or not. Read Scar Tissue. If you read Kiedis' autobiography, you'll see he agrees with Sinead that they never had a relationship. Rather, he believed he was in love with her and was gutted when he realised she didn't feel the same. Wah! Wah!
But now she gone, yeah, she gone away. A sofa song there would not stay. You see, she hides 'cause she is scared, but I don't care. I won't be spared. Could've lied, I'm such a fool. My eyes can never, never, never keep their cool. Showed her and I told her how she struck me, but I'm fucked up now. I could've lied, I'm such a fool. My eyes can never, never, never keep their cool. I showed her and I told her how she struck me, but I'm fucked up now.
That didn't align with where I am. Okay, there's a time and a place for a tune like that. This isn't the time and the place. Let's move on. Mellowship Slinky in B major. Des Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV, signing in. Track numero 7 of 17 on Blood, Sugar, Sex, Magic. Have we actually got 17 tunes? Let's find out. We definitely do. Is entitled Mellowship Slinky in B major. Let's go.
sopping wet your pink umbrella. I do the dog with Isabella. I'm so loveless with an artist imagination.
Come on now.
He the smartest, Robert Williams stroke and
Love the hushed, close vocal, you know?
higher test.
Just speaking that lyric.
Living kings are true rings. He's just you my favorite thing. Good God, when my slate now. Good God, playing for days now. Good God, well any day now. Good God, take me away now. Good God, the purple haze now. Good God, the baddest of brains now. Good God, well any day now. Good God, I'm riding my slate now. Being that the duke of my domain, my path
Come on.
to my queen, singing a song about what you men don't do, killing another creature that's kind of blue, running about the world of the wild coyote, a good man, true man, capote, talking about my thoughts 'cause they must grow, cock my brain to shoot my load, I'm on the porch 'cause I lost my house key, pick up my book, I read Bukowski, can I get another kiss from you, kiss me right here on my tattoo, good God, oh where my slate now, good God, playing for days now, good God, well any day now, good God, take me away now, good God, to me with the same now, good God, I'm racking my brain now, good God, well any day now, good God, take me away now, take me away.
This was recorded in 1991. I actually, this has got a great sound to it. I thought this was maybe put out in the like 96, arguably 97. I didn't know it was as early as 91. This is a great sound for 91.
Me, my friends, and the sex machine. I do unto others like my brother Bean. I know you got a mother, so give her a hug. I know you got a mother with a whole lot of love. Billy sings and faces swing. These are just a few of my favorite things. These are just a few of my favorite things. These are just a few of my favorite things. These are just a few.
I'm finding so many parallels between this band and Rage Against the Machine. So many parallels. Two different sides of the spectrum, yet they come together to me. It's absolutely fantastic. We got The Righteous and the Wicked coming up next. That was a good tune. Mellowship Slinky B Major. I can't hate. That was a decent jam, that. Let's keep going. There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV, The Righteous and the Wicked is track number 8 of 17. This entire listen through goes out to Michael. We're spreading misinformation and untruths all across this record, so whether I'm telling the truth or not, you're going to have to work it out, alright? So let's jump straight in. Come on now. Can we have a fact checker in here, please? One thing that doesn't need fact checking is that this is a pretty bloody good record. It's a good record. Heavy. Coming up. Oh, get on the dance floor to this one, yeah? Someone says 91 through 96 years I'll remember fondly. The drummers really came alive those years. Who's a great... Of course there's many great drummers, but who was the drummer of that time frame? Who was the drummer? We've got 6 replies, which might reference Grohl, more than likely. I'm gonna absolutely bury the drummer of Rage Against the Machine. Who gives a fuck about the drummer of Rage Against the Machine? I don't know his name. Morello and Zach just cleaned up the rest of that band. No one knows the other 2 members. And someone, if you know the members, leave a comment. But I think you're just making it up. I don't think you know who the bassist or the drummer is either. Let's have a look at these responses. Visson, Rage Against the Machine, and never left my Walkman. Someone says 82 to 91 for me, and I was born in 84. The 80s just hit harder because I prefer childhood to my teens. Chris Contus on Machine Head. Do you know what? The best decade for drummers was the 70s because of prog rock. Prog rock is a genre that really allowed the drummer to have character with these large eccentric drum kits, this virtuoso-esque style of playing that really separated the drummer from the norm, and the norm is playing a rhythm, playing a drum beat. Do you know? That's what I'm saying. I think the drummers were alive in the 70s, and from there, you know, they just sort of... The 90s is... The 90s is a time for frontman. The 90s is a time for the enigmatic... normal frontman. The frontman who represents the general populace. That's what I would say. No eccentricity like the overt 80s, where we're all glam and spruced up. We're back to basics in the 90s. We've rebelled against that in our own dualistic punk rock fashion. We've had enough of that. We're moving on. Back to basics. Back to the ground. Back to the grassroots. But what do I know? Someone says 4 master musicians doing their thing. Kind of like Zeppelin, but in different ways. I'm not going to disagree. But as far as a 4-piece is concerned, Zeppelin. No comment. Fill in the gap.
She has been raised, killing your future blood, fill her with disease. Global abortion, please, that is what she needs. The righteous and the wicked, war and peace, the killing fist of the human beast. P.O.P. strategies of peace.
I'm fasting today, people. Fasting today. I've gone from doing 16-hour off, 8 on intermittent fast to autophagy. 24-hour plus fasts. I mean, I do drink black coffee, so, you know, call it as you do. I do drink water, so call it as you will. But I ate at 3 this morning, and I won't be eating until post 3 this morning. Coming. Gonna go to the gym as well in between. You do it once, you realise you can do it all the time. Come on now. What a bass line, huh? Some moves and some grooves.
Crank it. I said.
And then we blend it into give it away now. One which I've not heard in years, and I'm looking forward to listening to this. Never seen the video. 100 million views. Righteous and the Wicked. It was a groove. It was heavy. I liked the bass line. It was very sexy, very sensual. I came in my pants numerous times. Track number 9 coming up next. See you there. Yes, now, blessed now. Don't forget the rest now. There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV, Blood, Sugar, Sexy Time, Magik by the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Track 9 of 17 is entitled Give It Away. Have I heard this one? Yeah, a long time ago. What more needs to be said? This entire list through goes out to Michael. Recommended on the Patreon. Let's go! How's that for a riff? This is, so far, the best guitar line on the record. Yeah, that mouth harp there as well. I've never picked up on that. Let's go now. Come on now. Go talk about branding for a second. Would the Red Hot Chili Peppers not be successful if they had a fat guy in the band? Part of the Chili's, although it's not clear, it's not pushed to the forefront, but it's accentuated in this video, they're all lean and mean. You know, they're don't get me wrong, I'm not saying they look like supermodels, because you have to be genetically gifted to be a runway model, but they have the body fat that is needed in like Hollywood culture, in model culture. They're lean dudes, well-defined, great accentuated features due to such. It helps, does it not? Does it not? If one of these dudes, especially the frontman, if he started putting on weight, do you think there'd be someone in the background saying, dude, you gotta lose some fucking weight? This isn't, you're fucking the brand up. I'd say the same with Jamiroquai. We've been watching Jamiroquai and, you know, I watched a bit of live footage and with all due respect, he's a little bit older and whatnot, but JK's put some weight on. And in him putting weight on, he's quite simply not as cool as what he once used to be. You know, JK's cool. He's a cool dude. His music videos, he's driving smart cars, he's around beautiful women. And you associate that with, you know, a handsome guy. And when he's not as handsome as once was, you think, this isn't as cool as it once was, you know? Basically, I want to ban music for anyone who isn't a sexy man. I just want sexy men all over the television screen, all over my music videos, all over my branding, all in my bands. If you're not a sexy man, you have no right to create music. No women allowed. Just sexy men. One and a two and a three and a four and give it away, give it away, give it away now. I wonder though, because they're in the desert, they've got a few props and whatnot. Whose idea was it to give the guy horns? Whose idea and for what purpose was it? Because this isn't just, we've got props in the desert, we've got flags and makeup and all this and that. It's like, to the same degree of him having horns, they could have given him wings. So why have they come with the intention of giving the guy horns? I do think there is a spiritual component in an undercurrent of the message that the mainstream promotes upon the youth. So I do wonder, whose idea was it and why? And if we don't know why, what is the psychological influence to portray oneself in such manner? Because it could be an unconscious decision rooted in a deep and dark place. We had a music video when it came to Jamiroquai, which we watched recently, who are somewhat alike, you know, as far as the branding is concerned. And we did go through some very cool esoteric-esque symbolism that was either intentionally, if unintentionally, utilised in one of their music video, you know, particular arm gestures and whatnot. That link to very real, you know, lesser known organizations. It's all evil, people. It's all evil. It's all evil. There is no good in this world. If it is tuned to 440 hertz, by default it is evil. If this music is tuned using a standard tuner and they use the tonic as the A note being at 440 hertz, which is the standard that's promoted around the world, then it is evil and destructive. What more needs to be said? We've got Blood, Sugar, Sex Magik, the title track, coming up next. And how amazing is it that at first glance, it says it's 4 minutes 32 seconds long. Because I just spoke of 440 hertz. What we should be tuning to is 432 hertz, but we changed that along the way. So, and that's just a nonsense. I'm speaking out my arse right now. So don't believe a word I'm saying. But we've got Blood, Sugar, Sex Magik, the title track coming up next. Track 10 of 17. Let's go. Des Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV, signing in. We're talking frequencies today, people. We're talking the metaphysical. We are talking the red hot CP. Weird, eh? What a weird abbreviation. Why? Blood, Sugar, Sex Magik is BSSM. Okay. Let's go. This album should be put into a time capsule to be opened in thousands of years. Our descendants will get their minds blown. Bruh, do you know what album we need to put in a time capsule for 1,000 years? We need to put Lady Gaga's Fame Monster. Come on now. It's the only answer. If you want to talk magic, Lady Gaga is an odd character. Quite destructive, if you ask me. We've got a black pillar here. We've got a nihilist. Said this album should be put in a time capsule to be open in 1,000 years. My guy says, what descendants? It's over. Did you know we are projected? We've got like 8 billion people in the world. They have projected us to cap out at like 9.8 to 10 million people in like 2090 or some shit. It's like, wait a minute. And then you look for reasons given to you and they say, oh, it's because of the economy. Right, so we are not fertile anymore because it's just happened to happen and because of the economy. We're not going to talk about that though, because that's on a deeper level. Population control is on a deeper level and shouldn't be discussed. But we're talking tinfoil hat conspiracies today. All right. I'm spreading misinformation. Those numbers were made up. The album is the Red Hot Chili Peppers' masterpiece album of all time. What's that one with the red swimming pool on the front? Because that's quite a popular one, isn't it? When I was younger, I actually downloaded Stadium Arcadium. There's a few good songs on there. Some I remember. Wet Sand in particular. Someone says still the sexiest song I've ever heard. There's no such thing as sexy music. Have you heard Donna Summer? Love to love you, baby. I love to love you, baby. If you like funk music and you haven't heard that, you need to check that out. If you're watching the Red Hot Chili Peppers because you like how they can groove and move, you need to listen to Donna Summer. Love to love you, baby. When you sit so close to me, no place I'd rather you be than with me. Ooh. Someone says the White Album of the 90s. What's the White Album? Was that the Beatles? Who's the White? What? Someone says, no, that was OK Computer. Radiohead is the soundtrack of a coma. Come on. This is a dead tune, people, by the way. This is a dead tune. This isn't the Chili Peppers I want to hear. This instrumentally could be like most of the 90s rock bands we've heard, who are good bands, but, you know, this doesn't define the Red Hot Chilies for what I like them. Anastasia says possibly one of the best songs ever created. Anastasia, you're chatting shit. There's so much better content on the record than this one. That was the title track. Nah, it wasn't that good. It was Get to the Funk, man. Get to the Funk. We got No funk coming up next, but a very good tune, in my personal opinion. We've got Under the Bridge at a major 325 million views. Insane. See that? Yes, now bless now. Don't forget rest now. There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV. I've shrunk. Let me sort that out. Jeez Louise, people. Mike Checker. Under the Bridge. I know this one. It's not a first time listen. Not seen the music video. Don't care for the music video. I actually think this is a shorter variation because it's 4 minutes 27. I think the original is like 6 minutes odd, isn't it? Am I wrong? Am I right? Am I darkness? Am I light? $325 million views is insane.
Sometimes I feel like I don't have a partner. Sometimes I feel like my only friend is the city I live in, the city of angels. Lonely as I am, together we cry. I drive on the streets 'cause she's my companion.
That groove there on the second verse on the guitar is really what sells it. When that develops,
She knows who I am. She sees my good deeds and she kisses me windy. And I never worry, now that is a lie. I don't ever wanna feel like I did that day. Take me to the place I love. Take me all the way. I don't ever wanna feel like I did that day. Take me to the place I love. Take me all the way. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's hard to believe that there's nobody out there. It's hard to believe that I'm all alone. At least I have her love. The city, she loves me. Lonely as I am, together we cry. I don't ever wanna feel like I did that day. Take me to the place I love. Take me all the way. I don't ever wanna feel like I did that day. Take me to the place I love. Take me all the way. Yeah.
Jamie says, quite simply one of the greatest songs ever written. And then Esky Bell says, quite simply one of the worst bands of all time. And you best believe the people are fucking taking the bait on that one. World is Gilead says, I think he's quoting a book entitled Resisting the American Dream. He says, most people who succeed in America are either born rich or such a loser in high school they had to prove something. Also, the media is filled with techniques that make people ambitious, sells the dream literally. In order to stay within one's means, they must have a penchant for the books in an extreme way and resist all sorts of temptation like spending, marriage, drugs, socializing, etc. You must acquire a sort of security clearance on par with the devil himself in order to stay at home in comfort and normalcy. I actually would say participation in that which they give you is more so engaging with the devil than disallowing it into your life. But I only read that because it says that the media is filled with techniques that make people ambitious. I was watching a brief interview, or a podcast per se. It caught my attention. It was just a brief snippet of one. The guy went to the American border to speak with the immigrants, or the illegals per se. And he did say the majority of them have been sold this American dream, that life is so much better and there's so much opportunity, when the reality of such is it's not really the case. Do you know what I mean? What more would the corporation want? What more would the government want than you believing and pursuing, working hard and creating more for your masters under the guise that it's going to get better? It is a sham. It is a complete sham. Money isn't real, people. So sign up to the Patreon. Money is an energy, right? It comes and goes. Money is water, right? That's why we freeze a bank account. That's why we call it cash flow. That's why we say we've got fluidity when it comes to money, right? That's why we put our money in a bank, a river bank. How deep is that, right? So what I am telling you is that use that energy, that financial, to create something of value, an emotional conversation and discussion with myself when I check out the music you love and adore. Use that meaningless, non-backed credit on a screen that doesn't even need to be printed. Your country's in debt to no one. It's all a lie to feel, to diminish your value and feel you owe somebody something. It's not the case. Give that money to me. Let's talk about music. Let's add and aim some artistic value into your life. Come on. One love. Come on now. I should be in sales. And if you want to look into money being water, look into admiralty law. I think that's what it's called. And that was Under the Bridge. I've heard it too many times. And in all honesty, if I heard it for the first time nowadays, I probably wouldn't give two shits about it, to be honest with you. It's very emotively captivating when you're younger and you first come across this tune. You know, when you are dealing with the surge of hormones that are running through your veins. But at this moment in time, just give me a good groove, you know? Give me a good groove. That's what I've got to say. I do like the second verse when it ups the ante and the guitar line starts to get a little bit more fruity. But other than that, you know, it's 325 million views. It's connected with a lot of people. But I really liked that one when I was younger. But when I was younger, I was like going back and forth with my first girlfriend. And like, you know, you don't know anything about anyone, including yourself. So it's like, you know, it's so captivating to hear songs that engage with you on that emotional basis. Right now, you know, right now I'm but a machine. I'm but a stone cold, stone heart robot. We got Naked in the Rain coming up next, track number 12. Yes. Yes, now bless now. There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV, Blood, Sugar, Sex, Magik. Track 12 of 17 is entitled Naked in the Rain. Not to be mistaken with Led Zeppelin's, what was Led Zeppelin's tune? Burner, Fool in the Rain. Good tune, that. Off of quite an underrated record. In Through the Outdoor, that was the record, wasn't it? This time, listen through goes out to my good friend Michael, recommended us on Patreon. Let's go!
Losing my taste for the human race. Social grace is a waste of time. It's absurd when I look around. So sublime that will blow my mind. Naked in the rain with a killer whale. Like a taste of soul when I lay. Dr. Doolittle, what's your secret? Give it to me, doctor. Don't keep it. I've never met an animal that I didn't like. You can come to me, I won't bite. Don't you know dog is man's best friend? There is some love that you can't find. Naked in the rain with a black tattoo, running through the woods in loving I have the blue. Dr. Doolittle, what's your secret? Give it to me, doctor. Don't keep it. Listen to the talking heart in my chest. With your gift, you know I am blessed. There's a long balance in my throat. I'm in love with the wilderness. Naked in the river, skin is tipping my way. In the waterfall, I do wanna be. Dr. Doolittle, what's your secret? Give it to me, doctor. Don't keep it. Dr. Doolittle, what's your secret? Give it to me, doctor. Don't keep
You could tell that was a tune that came from a jam in the studio. Not in the studio, in the practice space, you know? The consistency of that bass line and the drum beat was just throughout the entire tune. Not necessarily too much emphasis on songwriting context, more so just a jam. Heavy. Great bass tone throughout the record. Very clunky, prominent bass guitar. You could barely even hear the guitar for the most part, the 6-string, because the bass line had just absorbed so much of the soundscape there. We've got Apache Rose Peacock coming up next. There's Rocksteady King of the Pit TV, track 13 of 17 on Blood, Sugar, Sex, Magic is Apache Rose Peacock, okay? We are listening to the Chili's tonight. This is devoted to my good friend Michael, recommended it on the Patreon. Let's just jump straight in, shall we? Provided by Warner Records. Vocals Anthony Kiedis, mixing engineer Brendan O'Brien, Celeste keyboards Brendan O'Brien, Chad Smith on the drums, Flea on the bass guitar. Now this is quite fascinating actually, because we've got bass guitar Flea, trumpet Flea, but when it comes to actual genuine credits, the government name is used, the birth certificate name is used, so I doubt Flea was born with the name Flea. So as far as like genuine credits are concerned, it's not as not a pseudonym heavy as what we're seeing right now. Guitar John Frusciante, producer Rick Rubin, Anthony Kiedis, Chad Smith, Flea, and they're credited as writers. All right.
Sitting on a sack of beans, sitting down in the New Orleans. You wouldn't believe what I've seen. Sitting on that sack of beans, lunatics on pogo sticks, another southern fried freak on a crucifix. Hicks don't mix with politics. People on the street just kicking to the licks. It's my favorite place to be. It's not a land called Honolulu. Or mentally or physically, I wanna be in the New Orleans. Oh, good brother, just when I thought that I had seen it all, my eyes popped out, my dick.
What's up with this band then? So John Frusciante left momentarily, right? He was in and out. What about the rest of the band? Flea and Anthony are have been consistent. What about the other dude? The drummer.
Got hard and I
The guy who must not be named. No one gives a fuck about the drummer. Honestly.
my jaw.
We got names here actually. Chad Smith.
I saw Bird walking down the block. My name Apache Rose.
Who cares about Chad?
I was in shock, but I told my niece to please not know. Yes, my favorite place to be is not.
Sheriff says Blood Sugar Sex Magik was the best album of the 90s. I can't agree with that. You know, I can see why somebody would perceive that. By default, you have to put it up against Nevermind. And it's just not. It's probably not as good as Definitely Maybe. Or What's the Story, Morning Glory for that case. I'm sure Radiohead fans would have a lot to say about that. And the Rage Against the Machine self-titled was pretty bloody good. Let's see the responses. Someone says by far. Someone says subjective. I'm not disagreeing with anyone's opinion.
Oh, mentally or physically, I wanna be in the New Orleans. A little boy came along, named Louis Armstrong. Said that girl who left me silly, she liked the looks of me and my Willie. So I found her in the corner. Good God, how I adored her. Oh, she
This sound is reminiscent to the early Red Hot Chili Peppers we checked out on this channel. Was it the self-titled prior to Freaky Styling?
made me feel so cozy when she told me I could call her Rosie. Like kiss your hair, your skin so bare. I'll take you with me, girl, anywhere. You feel well in stormy weather. I never met a girl that I liked better. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, shining down on my blue car.
Very nice, and that's Flea on the trumpet.
She was soft and I was hard. Apache Rose got a rockin' peacock up. Hottest dance on the goddamn block. Rockin' to the beat of the funky ass beaters. She has one of those built-in features. Like kiss your hair, your skin so bare. I'll take you with me, girl, anywhere. You feel well in stormy weather. Eventually, oh baby, I wanna be in a Oli.
Grammarly has been in the AI game.
Grammarly, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, they were grooving on that one. They were grooving on that one. What more needs to be said? I don't need to say nothing else more, people. The greeting song coming up next. See you there. Yes, now, there's Rocksteady King of the Pit TV signing in. Bada bing, bada bum, bada boom. I've been thinking of cutting my hair, just like shaving it. You know what I mean? Getting a buzz cut. What do you think to that, eh? Sexy little bitch. Track 14 of 17 is entitled The Greeting Song. Let's just jump straight in. We're listening to Blood, Sugar, Sex, Magic. Wada bing.
Driving around, I got my baby and my top down. Merry-go-round, a rocket for my love. Throwing me down in the backseat, on the ground. I'm on the mound, I make it for my love.
I remember seeing the Peppers on the BSSM tour. Pearl Jam opened for Nirvana, who opened for the Red Hot Chilies. Wow!
Making my way, I pick another air lady. Time and time, I leave you for my love. My Chevrolet, you're rolling to another play day. This is the sound I listen for my love.
Sounds like Turnstile.
Sold in a band, and life for making my blood sound. Do anything for the one I love. Something profound, the face of God is a sense around. I'm on the mind, I make it for my love.
Little dissension. Where are we going? Where are we resolving?
Grammarly's proactive auto.
That was the greeting song. I thought it was really good. Apparently the frontman doesn't like that one very much. Ruben pushed him in a direction he might not have wanted to go. I thought that was a good tune though. I did enjoy that one. My Lovely Man, coming up next. Yes, now bless now. There's Rocksteady King of the Pit TV, listening to the Chili's tonight. Blood, Sugar, Sex, Magic is the record. Track 15 of 17 is entitled My Lovely Man. Let's jump in. This entire listen through goes out to my friend Michael on the Patreon. Come on now.
I used to shout across the room to you.
Someone says a touching tribute to Hillel Slovak. Who's that? Who's that? Where the flip is my volume?
I used to shout across the room to you. And you come dancing like a fool. Oh, shuffle step, you funky mother. Here, come to me, all warm as cover. Rest with me, my lovely brother. Here, for you see, there is no other. Memories so sad and sweet. I'll see you soon, send me a seat. Oh, well, I'm crying. Oh, now my love leave me. Oh, yes, I'm crying. Oh, now when no one cares. Will ever feel the hole you left my bed. I'll see you later, my little man, if I can. Leave my room, I'm all alone. Yeah, waiting for you to get home. I listen to the butterfly, but I know you won't come back. Get it? Oh, well, I'm crying. Oh, now my lovely man. I'll see you later, my lovely man, if I can.
Some power on that snare. I don't think it's eased off on that snare throughout the entire record. Absolute power on the snare drum.
Just in case you never knew, I miss you slim, I love you too. Oh, see, my heart is black and blue. When I die, I will find you. Oh, well, I'm crying. Oh, now my lovely babe. Oh, yes, I'm crying. Oh, now when no one cares. Will ever fill the hole you left my bed. I'll see you later, my lovely man, if I can. Well, I'm crying. Lovely man, yeah. Well, I'm crying, yeah. They're not alone. Yeah. I miss you when I die, my lovely man. I'll see you later, my lovely man. We had some good times, my lovely man.
So that was a homage to somebody who isn't really referenced aside from the name of the person in the comments. Who was that person? I don't know. Do I care? Nah. Do I think that, you know, a little dance floor filler is appropriate for a homage song? Not necessarily. This person might have been a representative of this style of music, though. I don't know. It was a good groove. It was a jam track. It wasn't the strongest track on the record. Sir Flippin' Psycho Sexy coming up next at a major whopping 8 minutes long. See you there. Yes, now, bless now, people. Don't forget to rest now. There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV, listening to Blood, Sugar, Sex Magic by the Red Hot Chili Peppers. This is essentially the last song. Sir Psycho Sexy is the last one. 1 minute 11 seconds. So we'll throw that on at the end for you, alright? This is Sir Psycho Sexy. This listen through goes out to my friend Michael, who recommended this on the Patreon. Thank you. Not to be dramatic, but the outro is the reason I'm alive. Could this be the best bass line on the record? Cody Howell says this song is amazing but reserved for headphones only. I'll tell you what, if you give a crap about the lyrics, like if you actually pay attention to the lyrics, what can I say? Get on my level. I hadn't heard a single word he said. I don't give a hoot, mate. I'm just jamming out to that bass line. I've not paid attention to like one lyric throughout this entire record.
say I kill with you, to kiss with you. I do miss you. I love you. Let me down, let me down, let me down, let me down. Let me down, let me down, let me down, let me down. Descending waves of graceful pleasure. For your love there is no measure. Her curves that bend will shock the splendor.
Everyone's gassing up the instrumental at the end of this one.
And it's nice out here. I think I'll stay for a while.
The outro is nowhere near as special as people were making out. The verse section was way better. I wanted them to jam out on that bass line. Yeah, the outro wasn't even that good. People getting excited for no. They're Red Hot is the last track. We'll just throw that on quick.
12:30.
Thatchers. You know what? I used to be a cider rider. Cider used to be my drink of choice when I first started drinking. It's just so ramo jammo full of calories, man. You get fat quick drinking cider. Robert Johnson cover. The only good Robert Johnson number is what's that Home song? I should know. I've not listened to Robert Johnson in a second. Quite a haunting artist, right? what I call it, Sweet Home Chicago or something. That song I was thinking of. And that was the little finale, whether that was a secret track or what, who knows. But we just finished Blood Sugar Sex Magik. One of the longer albums we're listening to on this channel before. 17 tracks. I'm going to give you my final overview. I'll rate out of 10 for you. See you there. Yes, now bless now, people. Don't forget the rest now. Des, Rock, Steady, King of the Posers TV, Red Hot Chilies, Blood Sugar Sex Magik. It was recommended on the Patreon by my friend Michael. We had the breather from the Chilies, since the concerning allegations against the frontman sort of turned me off of listening to the music on Freaky Styley and the nonchalant promotion of such via the music. I still can't deny they're a great band. There's one tune in particular prior to this record, I listened to from the Chilies post finding out there's potentially a bit of a pedo. And that was allegedly. What do I know? I don't know anything about the history of the band, but whatever turned me off when we listened to them last time. It was like a year back, if not more, at this point. They did a cover of a Sly and the Family Stone number, If You Want Me to Stay, I think the title of the tune was. Quality. They did a fantastic job on that. To me, sounded better than the original song. So I thought that had replay value. I enjoyed that up until this point. 17 tunes, great effort on this record, great production. A lot of people ring-a-ding-ding-ding singing the praises of Rick Rubin in the comments. No doubt he's been a participant of a lot of great records, but I don't know as to whether that's just sort of like a, stolen valor sort of thing, which most artists, that's a law of power, isn't it? Get others to do the work and take the credit. I don't know as to how much he genuinely was involved, but no doubt his name has been attached to a lot of great productions. The quality was good. It was organic in the sense that it wasn't like technologically blinding. It wasn't glitz and glamour. It was a great organic production where you could hear the instrumentation to a fine detail. Perfect. Great for a band that can perform well and play their instruments well, such as the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Might have been said in the past, but I'll say it now. It's all about the rhythm section. It's about the bass and the drums. It's about the toe tappers. It's about the groove. It's about the funk. Guitarist gives a fuck. I know Frusciante, or whatever you say his name, is like, a great musician, but he doesn't play the role he could do in another band, in the Red Hot Chilies, and that's just a showcase and an amplification of how valuable and how great the rhythm section is. Anthony is okay. I didn't listen or pay attention to one element of the lyrical content, didn't care, but his phrasing is really good. His performance is good. It aligns. It's so rhythmic that it joins forces with the instrumental to create one moving unit, as opposed to an instrumental and the vocal atop of that. His vocal performance, at least during the funkier sections, his rap-like approach sort of emphasizes and creates and highlights and concentrates particular accents on the rhythms and the beats to just elevate the sound of the music as a whole, as opposed to separating it and having his own area of identity within the lyrical and vocal line. Is 17 tracks too much? I mean, this was brought out in 91, and with that being said, I think it's a great quality for 91. I think, even though they had a funding behind it, clearly, this sounds like it was a project in 95, 96, 97. 91 is early for such a sound like this. This is a great sound. I'm not speaking stylistically, I'm speaking as far as the production is concerned. Great sounding record. Could we call it 14 tracks? Probably. 17's a lot. Like in 91, if you had a tape deck or if you're listening to it on CD in the later years, like the amount of material, or if you had a record player, like the amount of investment you have to sort of put into listen to the record as a whole, bit too long for me. You know, I do have a life, and to listen to an album from start to finish that is of this length, like, when am I going to have the opportunity to do that? That's kind of crazy. But it's all good substance. As a creative myself, I do give them props for actually putting together, and I know a lot of it is jam based as opposed to like structurally written, but as far as like coming up with 17 tracks of material or 16 tracks of like material of this quality, that's a lot to remember, and it's a great showcase of imagination and memory. You know, that's not easy to do. No flipping way would that be easy to do. I thought this was a great record. I'm not too bothered about the singer-songwriter-esque stuff in this day and age. That appeals to my younger self, you know, and that obviously appeals to how they were marketing the band, because the music videos were sort of prioritized for those more songwriter-esque ballads as opposed to like the funky junky stuff. But as a grown-up, you know, who's sort of bypassed the emotional stage of my life, the hormonal driven stage of my life, where songs such as Under the Bridge and stuff would have, you know, touched me a little closer. I just want to have a good time, tap my foot, zone out and enjoy good things in this world, as opposed to what we're force fed generally speaking. I want to hear good, positive, upbeat, dancey numbers, and the band provides this tenfold on this record to a degree where I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10. I'll give it an 8 out of 10. I thought this was really good. Arguably, you know, if we just highlighted and concentrated what I thought were the great numbers and called it a 12-track record, easy 8.5. No doubt. On that note, I'm signing out, people. Peace, one love. Goodbye.